The Crimean Peninsula, which Russia seized from Ukraine in 2014, is at the center of the worst geopolitical crisis since the Cold War, and a key focal point of Moscow's war in Ukraine since its full-scale invasion 3 years ago. Here's what you need to know. Jutting into the Black Sea off southern Ukraine, Crimea is attached to the mainland by a strip of land in the north. To the east, it's separated from Russia by the narrow Kerch Strait. Geographically, Crimea is slightly smaller than Belgium, and its pre-war population was around 2 million. The temperate climate and craggy coastline once made it a popular tourist destination for both Ukrainians and Russians. The peninsula, historically populated by Turkic peoples, was absorbed into the Russian Empire in the 18th century. Russia's Black Sea naval base became a critical foothold there for Moscow. During World War II, Soviet leader Joseph Stalin deported the entire local Muslim Tatar population, significantly shifting the ethnic balance. Crimea was handed to Ukraine, then a Soviet republic, in 1954. But even decades later, after the collapse of the Soviet Union, it remained a hotbed of Russian influence, despite being part of an independent Ukraine. Russia leveraged that influence and sent in troops to capture Crimea in March 2014. After a democratic uprising in Kyiv toppled a pro-Russian president. Moscow then staged a hasty referendum in Crimea that was widely dismissed as a sham by the international community. The US and the European Union imposed sanctions on Moscow, and few countries have recognized Crimea as a part of Russia. But the Kremlin has said the question has been closed forever. Human rights groups say officials have fiercely cracked down on any signs of dissent. In February 2022, the Kremlin used Crimea as a launchpad for its full-scale invasion of Ukraine, and today Russia regularly fires missiles and drones at the Ukrainian mainland from the peninsula. Ukraine's military has effectively contained Russia's Black Sea fleet, including through the use of naval drone strikes, but Moscow still holds the upper hand in the war.
So, Vladimir, thank you very much.
Russian media has reported that Vladimir Putin wants Donald Trump to formally recognize Crimea as part of Russia. That's in addition to 4 other Ukrainian regions Moscow claims to have annexed. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has ruled out accepting any form of Russian occupation of Ukrainian territory, including Crimea. But he's also said that he realizes it would need to be returned only diplomatically and over time.